At Brady Street Stadium, Brian Musell, Jim Miller, the stat doctor Mark Hansen, and statistician John Sovers. Chad Yoakum doing all the filming for Channel 9 and 709 here from Brady Street Stadium on a key tilt tonight between the 5-2 Central Blue Devils and the 2-5 Muscatine Muskies. And here's the opening kickoff by Hummel for Central. It's going to be fumbled on the play by Tak Portier. Picks it up about the 15, and down he goes right there on no gain on the return as Tia fumbled it, picked it up, and got what he could. And the Muskies will take over 1st and 10 on their own 14-yard line to start this one out. Jim, huge game tonight. The winner of this one controls their own destiny and pretty much assures himself of a playoff spot. A Central win, and they would, at no worse, be second in the district with Bettendorf and Central playing a week from now. Muskies have to win this one and next week and have Central lose both games. There's Folk in motion on first down. Carson Orr gets a snap. He flares out to Jackson Folk. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got Ashley down the middle of the field, and it's almost intercepted. The ball was underthrown. A great attempt there by the Muskies on first down, and Tyson came back to make the play, but boy, Gavin Ashley beat the defense there.
Well, I tell you what, he did beat the defense there, Brian, and I like the play calling to start the game.
Nice play call. Folks, apologize. We had some technical difficulties, so we couldn't be on for the pregame show. Want to mention Integrated Therapy Specialists all season long sponsoring our pregame show. We're broadcasting live from Brady Street Stadium and the Uptown Motors broadcast booth. 2nd and 10 Muskies from their own 14-yard line. Wing on each side. Orr barks out the signals. He's got Nimley in the backfield, and Tim Nimley gets it over the left side. 15, cuts it back, 20, 25, and out near the 30. He's going to be short of the 30 at about the 29-yard line. A gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 Muskies.
Well, I tell you what, they've got Hill in their backfield. We've got Nimley as one of our runners in our backfield. We need him to have a big game tonight, Brian.
Nimley, the freshman who ran for 111 yards last week, and really his first extensive varsity action. Muskies, the Twins right on first down. Nimley goes in motion, or little shovel pass inside to Ashley's over the 30 to about the 33, 34-yard line. Positive gain on first down for the Muskies.
You know, on that shuffle play there, he can either give it to Ashley or he's got Nimley going out for a bubble route, and he can throw it to him.
5-yard gain, 2nd and 5 Muskies from their own 34. Opening drive of the game just underway, no score, 11 minutes to play first quarter. 2-by-2 formation for the Muskies. Back to pass Orr on first down, or second down. Flares out to Nimley, incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 5 for the Muskies.
I tell you what, defensively, there's some big guys on that Davenport Central side, but our offensive line had a pretty good game last weekend. Let's hope they have another one this week.
Muskies did well with the running the football a week ago and controlled it. They won 20-16 in spite of the fact that they lost 4 fumbles and had a punt blocked. I mean, that doesn't happen very often. 3rd and 5 for the Muskies. Vasquez wide right, Twins left for the Muskies, and now Ashley goes in motion. Orr gets a snap. He gives to Nimley straight up the gut. Tim cuts to the outside. Pursuit's on, and they get him to the ground. Nice play by Central. Tim's going to gain a yard, and it's going to be 4th and 4 Muskies. They're going to have to punt this one away from their own 35.
Some great sponsors of tonight's broadcast. Youth Sports Foundation, where kids dream big. The committee to elect Diane Broderson. Uptown Motors voted best used car dealer. Muscatine 8 years running.
Carson Bordy on for the Muskies to punt. Back to receive the kick for Central is Chris Murphy. There's the kick by Bordy. It's a high kick, and it's going to go out of bounds. A short kick. Central's going to get great field position here, and we'll see where they spot this one. It's going to be in Muskie territory, and they're going to spot this one at the 44, so it goes as a 9-yard punt. 1,264 yards on the season, 10.7 per carry, and 18 touchdowns. What a threat. And there's a flea flicker, but it's fumbled, and Nolan Bell swallows up De La Rosa with a quarterback sack. Central tried a little trickery on their first play also. They were going to do a flea flicker, but the running back fumbled it on the snap, or pitch back to De La Rosa, and Nolan Bell, being the force he's been all season, with the big 10-yard hammer. 2nd and 20 Central.
Well, I think when the running back came up, Bell was right there and was going to tackle him, so he knew he had to get it back there to the quarterback and was hurried.
2nd and 20, Central. De La Rosa in the backfield. This one goes to Hill. He cuts it over the left side. Gage Young sitting there with Say. Still breaks a tackle. Gains a couple yards, but good defense by the Muskies.
Well, his feet keep moving, Hills does. He's not a huge kid. I mean, he's only 5'8", 180 pounds. But, man, he keeps his feet moving the whole time.
Gain of 2, 3rd down and 18 for the Blue Devils on their own 48-yard line. They've got to get down to the Muskie 34. 9:09 to play in the first quarter. No score just underway. And a pivotal district matchup between Muscatine and the Davenport Central Blue Devils. Twins left, twins right. There's a flare out. De La Rosa gets it in the flat to Hill. He's got a sideline 45 and out near the 40. Short of the first down. It'll bring up 4th and 6, but a positive gain of about 12 for Central. And let's see if they go for it here. And I think they are.
I think they probably will. You got Hill in the backfield, a pretty good offensive line, and 6 yards for this young man that averages, 10 yards a carry?
10.7, almost 11. An incredible stat. He had over 400 yards in the first half. Earlier this year in a game against Davenport North, that's just unimaginable. That's crazy. Double wings on 4th and 6. They give to Hill over the left side, and he's going to be stopped short of the first down. The Muskie defense rises to the occasion, and he's stopped for a short gain of about 3, and the Muskies will take over 1st and 10 on their own 37.
Well, there you go. Hit him again and get him stopped. You got to stop the feet from moving, and that time the Muskies did just that. That was a huge 4th down play for them, Brian.
8:46 left in the first. The Muskies now with their second possession on their own 37. Or split wide left, so this could be a Gavin Ashley run on first down. It's been an effective play. Double wings left, Nimley slot left. Kobe Vasquez to the right. Ashley now gets it, and he's going to run to the right side, and he's taken down initially. Good open field tackle on the play by number 51, Anthony Johnson. And that's going to be a loss back to the 34-3. It'll be 2nd and 13. Second and 13 Muskies are on 34-yard line. Nimley and Orr in the backfield. Vasquez to the right. Cooper Zek to the left. There's a give to Nimley. Straight up the gut over the 35. Good surge by the offensive line out near the 38-yard line. A gain of 4. And it'll bring up 3rd and 9 for the Muskies.
Affordable Metal MFG, your local source for cut-to-length metal roofing.
Clock under 8 and ticking. First quarter, no score between the Muskies and the Central Blue Devils. Zek and Ashley left. Will Zillig to the right, and now Vasquez goes slot left for the Muskies. Jack Folk now in the backfield with Carson Orr on 3rd and 9. There's Orr back to pass. Sets, flares it out to Folk in the flat. Incomplete pass. Jack couldn't hang on to that one right at the 35. It wouldn't have been a first down, so the Muskies will punt this away with 7:34 to go in the first.
Yeah, that time we really needed maybe a bigger play than that.
Carson Bordy trots out to punt for the Muskies. And Chris Murphy stands back on his own 29-yard line to receive this one. And the Muskies are short a player. Plenty of time on the play clock, and now they're set. There's the snap. Bordy with the approach and the boot. And this one's a better kick. And it's going to be taken by the up man on a fair catch at the 35-yard line. So Central will take over there. 1st and 10 on their own 35. Muskie defense held the first time. Let's see what they can do this time. 1st and 10, they're going to spot it on the 36. De La Rosa and Hill in the backfield. Twins right, single receiver to the left. Back to pass, De La Rosa fires it down the left side. Got a man, and he overshoots him at the 30.
Wow.
A lot of speed there on the outside for Central. They took a shot. It'll be incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Well, I was impressed with the throw by De La Rosa. That was a nice thrown ball there. Just overthrew him a little bit.
Looking for Israel Taylor there, Jim.
You're right. They got a lot of speed on their outside route guys. Central having a very good year this year, 5-2.
Muskies are loading the box. They're going to take a shot like that here and there to loosen them up a little bit. Twins right for Central with double tights. Hill in the backfield. Right behind De La Rosa. Gets a handoff this time. Cuts it the left side. 40. Look out. 45. Midfield. Jitterbug's back. Now he spin moves down near the 46-yard line. And boy, this kid's explosive. That's going to be a gain of about 18 to the Muskie 46. It'll be 1st and 10 Blue Devils.
Well, the way he moves his feet, the way he runs, it reminds me of a great NFL runner a little bit. Shouldn't compare him to this guy because there's nobody that does, but a little bit of a younger Walter Payton maybe, the way he keeps moving his feet.
19-yard gain, spotting it on the 45 of Muscatine. 6:55 left in the first, no score. Same formation. Hill gets it again. He dances into the hole and down. Muskies get him to the ground after a short gain. And they'll spot this one at the 43. A gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 Blue Devils.
Well, they use him a lot. And one thing we have to watch out for is if he bounces out to the outside, our out guys have got to stay put. They can't get sucked inside. That's where he gains a lot of yards.
Twins right, single receiver to the left on 2nd and 8. And now we've got a false start, I believe, on Central. With one game remaining with Bettendorf. Both undefeated in league play. Now there's another false start, I believe, on the Central. And 2nd and 18 Central now on their own 47-yard line. Hill to the left of De La Rosa. He gets the handoff over the right side. Muskies try to string it out. He's over midfield on a nice open field tackle by Jonah Cook as he gets him to the ground into Muskie territory. But that could have gone for a long gainer, but Cook got him around the waist, got him to the ground. A gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 13 Central.
Well, Jonah Cook has got some speed himself. And that time coming from his linebacker spot, he just fouled him to the outside and made a great tackle there. And Brian, this is a huge 3rd down.
3rd and 13. Cook's one of those juniors that's just gotten better and better every week. Bright future next year, but boy, certainly playing really well as a junior. Trips left, and now we've got another flag. And this could be on Central once again. 3rd procedure flags in the last 4 plays, 4 snaps.
I'm going to check this out. Big number 68 just checked in, and Marcy Hughes, 350 pounds, Brian. That's a big boy.
It's a road grader.
6'5", 350.
Trips left, double tights, 3rd down and 18. There's a play-action pass. Now De La Rosa rolls to his left, rushes on from Gage Young. Down he goes. He got rid of it. Boy, I thought that was a sack, and it's complete out near midfield, but it's going to be well short of a 1st down. Great pressure from Gage Young. Got to De La Rosa.
Yeah, Gage Young just came up and really put the pressure on De La Rosa. And I tell you what, defensively, we left off where we did last week, Brian.
They called it a completion, a gain of 2 to the 49. It was complete to Bellamy. So that'll bring up 4th down and 16 for Central. They're going to kick it away. Gavin Ashley stands on his own 10-yard line for the Muskies. Hummel into punt. He does all their kicking, punting, and kicking. 4:23 to play in the first, no score. There's a snap, hits the ground. Hummel recovers. Boy, Bell almost got to it, and this one's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. The Muskies 1st and 10 on their own 20, and Nolan Bell's down.
Nolan Bell is down.
And let's hope he's okay.
Back.
Tough kid. He gets up. And Carter Frazier wide right for the Muskies. Nimley in the backfield with Carson Orr. Orr gets a snap, gives to Nimley. Nimley stacked up, nowhere to go in the backfield. Johnson got him first. He's going to lose a couple to the 18. It'll be 2nd and 12 Muskies.
We almost wonder if this is going to come down to a low-scoring ball game the way these two defenses are playing here in the first quarter.
Like a chess match early on. Central's had the best field position of the two teams. The Muskie defense has held. A couple of self-inflicted wounds by Central on the penalty aspect of it, too. 2nd and 12 Muskies on their own 18. 3:40 to play in the first, no score. Trips left for the Muskies. Orr gets a snap, back to pass, sets up the screen to Ashley. Ashley gets in the slot, runs to the outside. He gets to the edge, 20, 25 up the sideline and out of bounds. Going to be a gain of 7. It'll be 3rd and 5. And, boy, that was the pure speed of Gavin Ashley making something out of nothing there.
Well, you aren't kidding, because I got to tell you, defensively, the speed on this defensive team for Central, they are very quick. They've got some great speed on the outside corners.
3rd down and 5 Muskies from their own 25. Zek to the right. Vasquez and Frazier to the left. Ashley now at a wing right. See if he gets a shovel pass here, and he does. He's at the 25. Central tries to get him to the ground, and they do. Going to be a short gain. And, Jim, I saw that one coming from here with the formation, and Central did a nice play of stringing that out. Did a nice job. A short gain of 1 on the shovel pass, so a completion for 1. And they got to kick it away with just over 3 minutes to play in the first.
Yeah, you're right. We've got quite a chess match going on here on defense, don't we?
Jackson Folk now into punt on 4th and 4. Murphy stands on his own 41-yard line. Muskie's a little different formation. Jack hasn't taken off and run on one of these all year, and he's not this time. There's the punt. It's a good one by Folk. Murphy backs up, takes it on the 32. He runs to the right. Muskie's in pursuit. He's over the 30-35. There's a flag. He's out of bounds at the 37, and there's going to be some penalty yardage tacked on as Central with either a hold or a block in the back. We'll see what the call is.
Yeah, they're really hurting themselves tonight with the penalties.
And it's a block in the back on Central. Tak Portillo with a tackle for the Muskies. 2:34 to play in the first, been all defense so far. Their worst field position so far to start a drive. No score. Hill and De La Rosa in the backfield. There's Central's 2 key weapons. And there's a give. Actually, it's kept by De La Rosa. He flares it on the flat. He's got a man at the 35, 40, and he's out near a first down, and he has it. And the reception that time was by Taylor. Looks like a pitch and catch of about 11 yards to the 42-yard line, first down Central.
Yeah, nice play that time to get themselves, 10 yards. De La Rosa just rolled out to the left, found his receiver wide open, and first down.
2:20 to play in the first, no score. Great high school football game on a beautiful night for football. No rain yet. They say it's coming. It could be later. Let's hope it's after the game. De La Rosa rolls to his right, looks downfield, got a man breaking free, and he shoots it out of bounds. Incomplete. He had a man, Nate Tyson, wide open, and he overshot him and shot him near the sideline. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Tyson came from that far side over there, Brian, just came across the field behind the linebackers and was wide open. I'm not sure if we lost him in coverage or what, but boy, we're lucky he didn't get that pass.
2nd and 10 Blue Devils from their own 42-yard line. The return of Doc Calvert tonight on the sideline doing footballs. There's a give. This time it's Hill. He dances inside, and he's out over the 45 to maybe the 46. It's going to be a gain of 4. It'll be 3rd and 6, and the Muskies did a really nice job of containment there. They're not letting him get to the edge.
Well, and that's a key. Once he gets to the edge and he gets just a little space, he turns those little jets on and he's gone. So you got to push him inside. Your outside guys have got to make sure that he goes to the middle of the field. 3rd
and a long 6 for Central. They've got to get just inside the Muscatine 48 for a first down. From their own 46. Power formation, and they give this to the up man. And the Muskies are saying not a chance this time. Great pursuit inside. Folk and Bell look like they were the guys leading the charge, and the Muskie defense holds once again. They're going to throw him for a loss, and that time it was the up man. The fullback carried that one, and he's thrown for a 2-yard loss back to the 44. 4th and 8. Blue Devils are kicking it away. Ashley's back on his own 15. Hummel into punt. Punters are getting a workout on both teams so far tonight. There's a good snap. Hummel now with the approach and the kick. And it's a short kick, and it bounced on about the 20, and it's rolling. Let's see if Central can catch it, and they do. Inside the 5. What a great kick. And we'll see where they spot this one. It looks like the 2-yard line.
Wow.
That's an outstanding kick of 54 yards down to the 2 with 30 seconds to play in the first. Muskies come out 1st and 10 from the 2. In a game like this with defense, field position is critical. And Central trying to flip the field here. Nimley in the backfield with Orr. Muskies 2x2 on each side. And there's a fumble on the play, ball on the ground, and I don't know who's got it. If Central has it, it's a touchdown. And it is Central ball. They're spotting it outside of the goal line. But the exchange looked like it was bobbled between Orr and Nimley, and it went to the ground. Central recovers just inside the 1 of Muscatine. And, Jim, that's what field position does for you. Just like that, a big turnover, and Central knocking at the door.
Well, you aren't kidding, and, boy, that puts a big hurt right now on our defense. If we can somehow get out of here with a field goal or nothing, that will be an outstanding job. But they've got a lot of work to do right now.
Central lines up power formation. They got 2 tight ends on the right side, a fullback, and they give it. Bell blows it up, but Hill still dances in for a touchdown for Central. With 18 seconds left in the first quarter, it's Central 6 and the Muskies nothing.
Boy, not much you can do there, Brian. You're on the 1-yard line. You got a runner like Hill and a pretty good offensive line, and that's just tough to defend.
And that's what happens. Both teams were kind of playing it safe. Field position was big. The first turnover cost the Muskies dearly. Last week they overcame 4 lost fumbles, and here's the kick by Hummel. And it is good. 18. We are back at Brady Street Stadium, and the Central Blue Devils strike first after the fumble by Tim Nimley. They go 1 yard and 1 play, and Jatavius Hill takes it in from 1 yard out for the touchdown, his 19th rushing touchdown of the season. Luke Hummel now will kick it off, and all kickoffs this season are sponsored by Muscatine Lumber. Thank you, Muscatine Lumber. And Jim, as always at Brady Street, we have great view from the Uptown Motors broadcast booth.
I tell you what, we've got a great view. We're high atop the crowd here.
Hummel will kick. Tak Portilla and Ashley deep for the Muskies. Here's the approach in the boot. And it's going to be Tia taking it on about his 4-yard line. He's at the 10, 15, 20. Gets to the edge, 25, 30, 40. Cuts it inside to the 45. A great return. We'll call it a 41-yard return by Tak Portilla. And the Muskies with great field position on their own 45. Their best of the night with 9 seconds left in the first.
Yeah, boy, you aren't kidding. What a great return by him. I thought he might do a little spin move when he got to the kicker. And but cut it inside.
Muskies hustle out now on first down. Orr and Nimley in the backfield. They go trips right. It's Zach, Ashley, and Vasquez. Zillig to the left on first down. There's Orr. Orr gives to Nimley, and he's taken down from behind. Great defensive effort by the tackle that time. Manny McGowan Serrano with great hustle, and he throws Nimley for a loss. We're stepping away for 60 seconds. The end of one is Central 7 and the Muskies nothing. We are back at Brady Street Stadium to start quarter number 2. Central 7 and the Muskies 0. Muskies a 2nd and 14 now from their own 41, and now we've got a whistle.
I think Jake called a timeout.
It's timeout Muscatine. 2nd and 14 Muskies on their own 41-yard line as they break out of the timeout. Twins left for the Muskies, Vasquez to the right. There's Ashley in motion, and he gets the forward pass in the backfield, and Central ready for this. And he's going to go down. He's going to lose more yards back to about the 38-yard line, a loss of 3. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 17 Muskies, and that is a forward pass on that little forward pitch.
Tell you what, Central's done a great job scouting the Muskie offense. They're doing a fantastic job on defense.
When Ashley goes in motion, they flow with him because he is such a big part of what they do. Trips left for the Muskies. Nimley and Orr in the backfield on 3rd and 17. Central showing blitz, and here they come. Orr back to pass, and down he goes. Boy, 51. Anthony Johnson's been a force early for Central. The quarterback sack back near the 32. Another loss of 6. And it's 4th and a long way to go. The Muskies going to have to kick this one away. 4th and 23. Murphy back on his 35 now as he moves up. Bordy with the approach and the kick, a low kick. And it's going to go out of bounds inside the 40. We'll see where they spot this one exactly.
Well, we'll see what we can do here on defense and hold them. I mean, we've done pretty well on defense. You know, when you get in the hole there on the 1 yard line, that's tough cooking right there.
34-yard punt. It'll be 1st and 10 Central on their own 38-yard line as they come out for their first possession of the second quarter. 10:37 to play in the first half at Central 7 and a Muskie 0. Taylor to the left. Murphy wide right, and you've got Hill right, just to the right of De La Rosa in the pistol. And now we've got another flag.
That's going to go against the Muskies. I think we were offsides. No.
And this one again is on Central, and that's their 4th procedure flag.
Wow.
Just over a quarter into the game, and those are the penalties that drive coaches crazy.
Boy, that's unbelievable. I mean, the coaching staff's just got to be going nuts over there.
That's the shoulders up part of the game. I mean, you know, there's the physical part of the game, and the mental part of the game is lining up right, knowing the snap count, all those things. And when you've done it 4 times in over a quarter, rough. 1st and 15 for the Blue Devils. And there's an option right with De La Rosa. He keeps it, and he's going to go down for a short gain. Good defense by the Muskies. Manny Say looked like he was involved in that. It's going to be out to the 34. Gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and 14. One update, Pleasant Valley leads Hempstead 7-zip. I don't have any other scores yet on my live feed here, Jim. The only one I can report, first quarter, PV 7-zip over to Butte Hempstead.
Well, it's still early. Some games aren't even kicked off yet.
We are early tonight. This is a strange one for the Muskies. Muskie Slavs lost 12-7 in a hard-fought game. There's a pass complete to Taylor in the flat. He's out near the 40 and taken
away.
Ball taken away by Jack Falk. Down the sidelines. Falk just ripped it out of his hands at the 37-yard line, and Action Jackson runs it down to the 10. Boy, that happened so fast. Falk was taking him to the ground. The next thing you know, Jack's running down the sideline, and you got to watch that on the replay. We'll call it a strip fumble on Taylor, and Falk returns it 27 yards down to the Central 10. And just like that, 1st and goal Muskies as they're in the First National Bank red zone. And Jack Falk comes up with a huge play. Each team now tied with one takeaway, one giveaway, we'll say this way. And the Muskies have an opportunity to tie this thing up.
I'll tell you what, you keep the cookie out there, the Cookie Monster's going to take it. And that time he did.
That one's a new one. Double wings to the right, Ashley to the left, Nimley in the backfield with Orr. On 1st and goal, Muskies on a flag. And it's delay a game after a turnover, and that's a killer.
That is a killer.
Cooper Zek to the left along with Ashley and Vasquez. So they go trips left, Carter Frazier to the right on 1st and goal for the Muskies. Orr and Nimley in the backfield. They give to Nimley. Tim to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown Muskies. 15 yards out, Tim Nimley. And the Muskies cut the lead to 7-6.
I'm not sure how he squeaked through that because the hole opened a little bit and then it started to collapse and he just ran like the Dickens because I'll tell you what, speed is a great thing, isn't it?
The freshman pounds it in from 15 yards out. And Kobe Vasquez on for the PAT attempt. Folks, we got a ball game here at Brady Street Stadium. Good snap, good hold by Orr, and the kick is good by Kobe Vasquez. 9:40 to play in a half. We are back at Brady Street Stadium, and after the Jackson Falk strip and fumble return of 27 yards down to the 10 after a 5-yard penalty, the Muskies go 10 yards in one play, officially with yardage, and a 15-yard touchdown run by Tim Nimley. And the Muskies have tied this thing up 7-7 with 9:40 to play in the first half. Kobe Vasquez with a squib kick, and it's on the ground, and it's picked up on the play by Tyson. He's at the 25, and he's taken down from behind on a great ankle grab there. And I believe that was Logan Tomlinson.
Yeah, what a great tackle by Tomlinson, I tell you what. He got down there. He's pretty quick.
I could be wrong. I think it was Brennan Broders. Nice play by the Muskie safety. And there is a flag on the play at the 42-yard line.
And it's going to go against Central.
And it's a personal foul on Central. And just like that, 15 yards. Trips left for Central on first down. Tight end to the right. As De La Rosa and Hill are in the backfield, and Hill's going to get this one. And he dances to the outside. The Muskies string it out, and it looks like Anthony Nitzel. Tony Nitzel got him from behind. And Sellen Bell came in to clean it up. It's going to be a loss on the play. Good hustle by the Muskie defensive line there. A loss of 1. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Well, that's what you got to do. Tony just grabbing jersey and holding on for dear life until some of his comrades can get over there and help make the tackle.
2nd and 11 Blue Devils now on their own 12-yard line. Twins left, single receiver to the right. De La Rosa gets it back to pass, flares it out. He's got Tyson. He's at the 15, spins out of a tackle, and down he goes. Kobe Vasquez and Gage Young to bring the hammer to him. And the Muskie defense fired up as they get it out to about the 17-yard line. So it's going to be a short gain, but that'll bring up 3rd down, and we'll call it 6. They need to get past the 23. Central with 45 penalty yards thus far. And game like this, field position, turnovers, and penalties, big deal. De La Rosa rolls to the right, looks downfield, throws, got a man. It's complete over the 30, 35. And out near the 40, first down, a nice pitch and catch by Aiden De La Rosa.
There's a flag on the play, Brian.
Ahead to number 5, Chris Murphy.
Flag on the play.
There is a flag in the backfield, and it's going to be holding on Central. And this is going to nullify a nice pitch and catch on the play. Both teams scored after a fumble recovery. The Muskies on a 15-yard Tim Nimley run. Central on a Jatavia Hill run of 1 yard. De La Rosa back to pass on 3rd down, steps up into the pocket, shoots it deep, got a man, complete, and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. He got behind the defense. Tia took him down. Twins left, single receiver to the right. 7:40 to play in the half. We're tied at 7. Hill gets it over the left side. He's at the 45. Vasquez strings it out, and he dances inside the Muskie 45 and out of bounds. Where Say gets in on the play along with Kobe Vasquez, and it's going to be close to a first down. And, Jim, I think the guy you were talking about is like a high school version of Barry Sanders, the way he stops and cuts. Compliments of the big pass play from De La Rosa to Tyson. Twins left, Taylor to the right. This one goes to Hill over the right side. Bell in pursuit, and he gets him to the ground at about the 40. A gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
CBI Bank and Trust, ready and willing to help with all your financial needs. Integrated Therapy Specialist PC, providing quality physical therapy. Great sponsors of tonight's football broadcast.
2nd down, 6 Central from the Muskie 40. 7:02 left in the first half. Murphy wide right. Taylor tight left. And back to pass. De La Rosa sets his feet. Now he steps up into the pocket. Runs to his left. He's trying to get to the edge, and he can't as Manny Say runs him down. And he's going to lose a yard at the 41. Great hustle by Emmanuel Say.
Well, you aren't kidding. De La Rosa's got some speed to him, doesn't he, Brian? I mean, he gets out there in the flat and starts running. He's a pretty good scrambler, and we know he can throw on the run.
3rd and 7 now, Central on the Muskie 41 as that out-of-bounds play stops the clock with 6:45 left. Muskie fans enthused and trying to fire up the defense here on a big 3rd down play for the Muskies.
A big 3rd down coming up. Let's see what they do. Last time they got 37 yards.
Taylor to the right. Tyson slot left. Now he goes in motion. They fake the shovel pass. Now De La Rosa rolls to his right, pressures on, and it's almost intercepted as that route was cut off by Manny Say, and it's going to be 4th down. Central going to have to run the punt team on here.
Well, Manny Say read that beautifully. He came up, and you're right, if that throw isn't underthrown, he's got himself an interception.
4th and 7 Central on the Muskie 41-yard line. And Hummel comes out to kick. Gavin Ashley going back to his 10-yard line with 6:38 to play, and the Muskie defense holds once again. Each team's defense has played well. They've each allowed one score after a short field turnover. There's Hummel on the approach, and there's the punt. It's a high kick, and it bounces around the 20 and takes a Muskie bounce back over the 22. So good field position by the Muskies on a short 19-yard punt. Zilligan Tia to the left. Ashley and Zeck to the right. Nimley in the backfield with Orr on first down. There's a give to Nimley over the left side. Central stacks it up, nowhere to go. He might lose a yard to the 21, and he will. It'll be 2nd and 11. 6 minutes to play in the first half. Twins left, Twins right. Orr back to pass. Rushes on, steps up. Rushes on, and down he goes, boy. Ball on the ground, and I don't know if the Muskies have it or Central. I think they called it down. Central came out of there with a football, but they haven't signaled, and they did give it to the Muskies. So the Muskies fortunate there as that one came out late, and it's back on the 17-yard line. So 4 more yards on the loss. It'll be 3rd and 15 Muskies.
Well, that defensive line for Central's really controlling the line of scrimmage right now.
Muskies with 2 receivers to the right. Ashley now, wing left. Let's see if he gets it here. And he does on the shovel pass. Ashley dances, and he's taken down over the 20 to the 21. A gain of 4. And the Muskies will punt this one away with 5 minutes remaining in the first half.
Well, we really got to get something going. I don't know what that is, but to open up the pass game or something, because right now they're putting guys in the box, Brian, and they're controlling our run game.
Central should get good field position here as Murphy stands on his own 45. Bordy into punt on 4th and 11. There's the kick by Carson, a low kick, and it's going to take a favorable bounce over the head of Murphy. A big Muskie roll inside the 20 and going to be down at the 17-yard line.
That's a nice punt there. Oops.
Going to spot it on the 18. We'll call it 51 yards. On a great, boy, it took about a 20-yard roll there after it went over the head of Murphy. Big break for the Muskies and much needed break for field position. 4:33 to play in the first half. We're tied at 7, and Central has the football. If you like defense, you'll love this one. Replays 10, 3, and 8 Saturday, Sunday, Monday on Channel 9 and 709 on your MPW HD package. Hill in the backfield with De La Rosa, and he gets a snap, and Dalton Sell meets him, and Jonah Cook gets him to the ground at about the 16-yard line, a loss of a couple as the Muskie linebackers continue to attack.
Well, I tell you what, Jonah Cook and those linebackers are just playing great tonight.
Loss of 2, 2nd and 12. We'll talk about the first half of this one. De La Rosa back to pass, plenty of time. Now he rolls to his left, looks downfield, rushes on, down he goes! And that was Dalton Sell, the junior, who's had an outstanding season with a quarterback sack. Inside the 15 to the 13. Let's see what Central has. Last time the Muskies had him this deep, they completed a pass for 37 yards. Trips right. And there's De La Rosa rolling to his right. Rushes on from Cook. Throws incomplete. Good pressure by Jonah Cook. Forced the low throw. And Central going to punt this one away with 3:01 to play in the second.
Yeah, and this might give the Muskies some good field advantage here.
There's a flag now.
I think it's on Central.
Ball now back on the 8, and there's another jump, and it looks like Central jumped again. And this is huge as Ashley just keeps walking forward. Going to spot this one back on the 4. So it's 4th and 24 Blue Devils from their own 4-yard line. 3 minutes to play in the half when we're tied at 7. Hummel now just 2 yards inside the end line, back of the end zone. He gets a snap, the run up and the kick, and it's a low kick to the right. And Muskie's going to get great field position here as it bounces down, and they're going to down it near the 30. Twins left. Zek to the right on 1st and 10 from the Central 30. Orr gets a snap, blitzes on, flares it over to Zek, incomplete. Oh, and there's a late hit, and there's a flag. That was way after the whistle. As Zek was thrown to the ground, an incomplete pass by Bellamy.
Thank you for the 15 yards.
Personal foul, 15 yards. It'll be 1st and 10 Muskies. You might have been at the 30. Not sure which way the wind's going there. And now there's a timeout on the field. Both teams come out of the timeout, 1st and 10 Muskies. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining here in the first half. Frazier and Vasquez to the left. Zek and Ashley right. Nimley in the backfield. Folk at quarterback. Jack takes it on the keeper. He's at the 15, stacked up, nowhere to go. He might have gained a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Muskies.
Well, what it does, putting Jack back there, it does give you a lot of options.
So it's 2nd and 9 Muskies now on the Central 14. Folk remains in at quarterback. Jack gets a snap. He gives to Nimley over the right side. Tim trying to get to the edge. He does. 10. And there's a late flag going to go against the Muskies.
Yeah, hold.
A blocking violation as he got inside the 10 to the 9 with 2:07 left here in the first half. Carson Orr now jumps back in at quarterback. Vasquez and Frazier left. Zek to the right. Ashley in the wing right. And back to pass Orr. Orr sets his feet, fires down the slot. It's intercepted on the play at the 3-yard line. And it's Bellamy. He's to the 10, 15, 20. Look out. He's going down the sideline. 40, 45. He's going to score. 97-yard interception return for a touchdown by Levon Bellamy. And that makes up for his personal foul. 97-yard interception return. 1:46 to play. And boy, that's a tough one to swallow if you're a Muskie fan.
Well, you aren't kidding. I tell you what, we were in field goal range and everything, and that time, I'm not sure who Carson was throwing to because
Ashley.
I didn't see him in the vicinity.
High snap, good hold, and the kick by Hummel is no good. The PAT is no good. Back at Brady Street Stadium, and nice interception return. Levon Bellamy picks off Carson Orr, returns at 97 yards for a touchdown. And with 1:46 left here in the first half, it's now Central 13, the Muskies 7 as Hummel's PAT. Of course, last night West Dubuque beat Davenport West 40-13. There's Hummel on the approach in the boot, and it's going to be taken. Actually, it hits the ground. Muskies got to get on it, and they don't.
They don't.
Central
They picked
recovers it down the sideline.
Wow.
And they've got it in for a touchdown. Number 23. The Muskies did not field the kickoff, and it was recovered by Eli Wallace, and he picked it up around the 17-yard line, ran it down the right sideline for a touchdown. And, folks, I can't really explain what's happened here in the last 20 seconds of the game. Muskies with 7 all. Going into score, and just like that.
They're bringing this ball back, Brian.
I don't think you can advance that. So they are, even though the officials both raised their arms for a touchdown, I didn't think you could advance a kick. I think you have to keep it where you recovered it. So we'll be Central ball 1st and 10 on the Muskie 23.
Well, either way, you've got to cover that kickoff.
The deep guys weren't there, so they kicked it to the short guys. And they didn't come up and get the football. And once it hit the ground, that took a high hop. And Central running full speed down the field. Wallace made a heck of a play to recover it. So it's 1st and 10 Central on the Muskie 23 with 1:41 to play. They have 2 timeouts left. And all the momentum right now. Twins left. Taylor to the right. Hill and De La Rosa in the backfield. Muskie defense needs to rise once again. De La Rosa back to pass, flares it out to Hill. Hill at the 30, dances 25, 20 down the sideline, 15, cuts it back. Now he spins inside the 10 and down to the 9. What an effort, boy, by Hill. as he gets inside the 10 to the 9, a gain of 14. They may spot it on the 8. Not sure why it was stopped. Now it's starting. I mean, it was stopped for a long time after the chains moved. De La Rosa fumbles the snap. It's picked up in the backfield now by Bellamy. Jackson Folk grabs him up and throws him to the ground for a loss back at about the 16. A high snap by De La Rosa off his fingertips. Bellamy caught it midair, tried to make something out of it, but a big loss back to the 15, a loss of 7. It'll be 2nd and goal Central from the Muskie 15.
Well, I'll tell you what, these runners for Central, they're so fast and they like to move their feet all the time. You got to just stay in front of them because if you over pursuit, they're going to get you.
2nd and goal from the Muskie 15-yard line. Hill in the backfield as they go trips left. De La Rosa gets it, gives to Hill. He runs to the left, gets to the outside, 15, needs a block. He's at the 10-5, touchdown. Jatavier Hill, just like that, got to the edge of Muskies. A heck of a block on the edge there. Took out a couple of Muskies. I believe that was Taylor. And with 27 seconds left in the first half, Central strikes again with their second touchdown in the last minute and a half.
Well, we knew he could run. We knew he could kill us.
They lead the Muskies 19-7.
Wow, just like that.
Hummel on for the PAT. Hill's second touchdown run of the night. That's number 20 on the season. Pretty gaudy stats. And there's the kick by Hummel. And this one is good. And Davenport Central, after the recovery of the kick, wasn't an onside kick. They just recovered the kick. Goes 23 yards in 3 plays. And the PAT good. They lead the Muskies 20-7. Same kick here. And this one's going to be taken by T at the 16. He's at the 25-30, over the 30 to near the 35-yard line. Good return by Takpor. And in the last 2 minutes of the first half, Central's put on 2 touchdowns, a 97-yard interception return by Levon Bellamy, and then, of course, a 15-yard run by Hill. Right here with 27 seconds left. Now the Muskies get it back. 22 seconds to play on their own 35-yard line. And let's hope the Muskies remember all the good things that happened in the first half in the locker room and try to erase a memory of this because they've dug a little hole here. Carson Orr gets a snap. Carson rolls to his right, looks downfield. There's a pass to Ashley, and it's incomplete. He took a big shot when he was releasing that, Jim, and that caused the ball to be a little short to Gavin.
I'm not a gambler. I would have maybe kept it on the ground, gotten some yardage that way, and gone into halftime with this score. But Jake likes to pass that ball.
Playing for a potential playoff spot. I think they're just doing whatever they can. Twins left and right. Nimley in the backfield with Orr. The Muskies a 2 timeouts. 16 seconds to play in the half. And there's the give to Nimley over the left side. Tim at the 35 out near the 40. And still churning those big legs to about the 43-yard line. And that'll be the last play of the first half. And light rain and a little bit of thunder just outside the broadcast booth here. Jim?
Yeah, Brian, I don't see the light rain. I did hear a little bit of thunder maybe. But, yeah, what are we going to do here? We got to get something going offensively. The Muskies do kind of puttered a little bit on offense first half.
The clock shows 2:20, but the Muskies are out ready to kick off. So I'm not going to take a break just in case I do. Then all of a sudden we'll be kicking the football off. So I'm not sure. They put 3 minutes back on the clock even though the Muskies are out ready to kick off the football.
I think both teams are warmed up. They're ready to go. I'm not sure why you go ahead and add some time on there. Let's get this thing kicked off and going.
And we're almost underway. The winner of this one in the driver's seat for a playoff spot. Central will clinch. Muskies can basically clinch. And there's Murphy. Takes it on his 15. He's get to the edge. 25-30. Look out. 35-40. Midfield. Down the sideline. And Kobe Vasquez, the kicker, defensive back, receiver, the all-everything Muskie, gets him out of bounds in Muskie territory at the 45-yard line. And, Jim, once he got to the edge, he flashed some of that speed.
Boy, you aren't kidding. He was quick on that kickoff return, and Brian, it really puts him in a nice position here on first down to open up this second half. And
Twins right on first down. Hill in the backfield with De La Rosa, and now we got a flag. So it's 1st and 5 now for Central on the Muskie 40. De La Rosa with a toss to Hill over the left side. Stumbles, but he's at the 45. Cuts it inside the 35 down to the 33. It's going to be a first down. Great effort on the play by Tony Nitzel, but he's grabbing, looks like his left wrist there. Let's hope Tony's okay. As the gain goes down to the 32-yard line, that's going to be a gain of 8, 1st and 10 Central. There's De La Rosa on the keep, looks to the left, shoots it down, got a man wide open, Taylor, and he falls short of the goal line at the 1-yard line. He's down. He lost his footing. Hill lines up deep in the backfield. 2 tight ends, and it's going to be Hill over the right side. He dances into the end zone. Touchdown, Jataviah Hill. 11:13 to play in the third, and it's now Central 26 and the Muskie 7. And the Muskie defense gave up a big pass play, and Hill, Hummel's extra point is good. Hill's third touchdown run. 11:13 to play in the third. Back at Brady Street Stadium, and after the long kick return, 3-play, 45-yard drive for Davenport Central, and Hill punches it over from 1 yard out. His third touchdown run of the night and his 21st of the season. Hummel with the kick. And it's going to be Tak Portilla taking on a 10. He's the 15-20. Dance to the outside, 25. Down the sideline, 30, 35, and run out of bounds. Up near the 40 at the 39-yard line. A 29-yard return by Tia. And the Muskies with good field position for their first drive here in the third quarter.
Yeah, good kickoff return there by Tia. And let's see if our offense can score quick here and get one of those touchdowns back.
11:05 left in the third. Central has scored 3 touchdowns in the span of about 3 minutes, if you include the end of the first half, as this was a 7-7 game inside of 2 minutes with the Muskies driving. Muskies go 2 to the left, and they give this one to Nimley, straight up the gut, and Tim Nimley stacked up. Going to be a short gain, as Central was all over that one.
Yeah, Central really putting a lot of guys in the box. Not a lot of running room for Tim to run through.
Gain of 2 for Nimley. It'll be 2nd and 8 Muskies on their own 41-yard line. Zach Ashley and Vasquez to the right. Carter Frazier wide left. Nimley and Carson Orr in the backfield for the Muskies. Orr gets a snap. He gives to Nimley over the left. Actually keeps it on the zone read. Orr is out over the 45.
Why'd they blow the
and
whistle?
This is the second time this season this has happened where the officials have been faked out, not watching the football. They blew the play dead for like a loss. Carson Orr had it, and Carson gained about 7 or 8 yards on the play. And now we're going to have to see what the discussion's all about.
I think they're going to give him the yardage. It was an inadvertent whistle, but he went down when the whistle blew, but
the head official started spotting the football inside the 40. We'll see what happens. Vasquez and Frazier right. Zek to the left. 3rd and 3 Muskies from their own 46. Ashley wing left. Orr gets a snap. He shuffle passes this time again to Ashley, and he's stacked up, nowhere to go. Ball actually spun out of that. And he's going to get the first down. I thought he was down, and I don't know how Gavin Ashley got out of that pile. Jim, he was down at the 47 and spun out to midfield, and what a great extra effort by Gavin Ashley. 1st and 10 Muskies right at midfield. There's Orr. He keeps it this time, and the Central strings it out, and Carson's hit hard. He's going to lose a yard back to the 49, 2nd and 11. Really coming up in his position there. Number 21, folks, and I don't have a 20. Well, here it is. Isaiah Litt. 6 foot, 210-pound outside linebacker. Boy, he brought the wood that time. Going to be a loss of 2, 2nd and 12 at the 48. Trips left for the Muskies. Nimley in the backfield with Orr. Carter Frazier to the right. This one, oh boy, Nimley gets the handoff and Anthony Johnson almost took that handoff. He is blown up. And the Muskies again going backwards in the run game. He's going to lose about 5 back to the 43, and it'll be 3rd and 17 Muskies. Johnson has been all over the field. These linebackers of Central, wow.
Yeah, I don't even think he was touched.
Didn't look like it. He exploded through there. 3rd and 17 Muskies from their own 43. 8:40 to play in the third. They trail 27-7. Or back to pass, sets, flares it out to Ashley. He catches it, 45. Gavin tries to dance it, and he gets out to about the 49. Chris Murphy deep on his 10. There's the boot from Carson Bordy. A good kick by Carson high, and it goes out of bounds. But it is 1st and 10 Central on their own 28. 8:02 to play in the third, and they lead the Muskies 27-7. Twins right, actually trips right now for Central. And Hill gets the handoff. And the fumble on the play, stripped by Dalton Sell.
I think
Hill got back on it. Dalton Sell blew in there. Great strip from his defensive tackle spot. But Hill hustled back on the football. He's going to lose a yard. Back to the 27. It'll be 2nd and 11. Good effort by Sell.
Yeah, big play there by Sell, and that's what you got to do with a runner like that. Take a couple of punches at that ball and see if you can't knock it loose.
2nd and 11 Central. Twins right on 1st down. Taylor left. Big tall receiver there. And there's the option left with De La Rosa, strung out by Jonah Cook, and he throws him down at the 25-yard line. Cook blew that play up for a 2-yard loss, and it'll be 3rd and 13 for Central.
Yeah, Jonah Cook just came right across from his linebacker spot, and there was nowhere for De La Rosa to go. Nice play there by Jonah Cook.
Cook not fooled at all. Kept with his read and made the play. 3rd down, 13 Central. The Muskie defense has been outstanding all night long. Twins right for Central. Taylor to the left. Big play for the Muskies. There's De La Rosa rolling to the right. Blitz is on. There's the pass, incomplete. Central going to punt. Stands on his 14. There's the approach and the punt. Ashley runs up, and he catches it as he goes to the ground. Right near the 45. Good field position for the Muskies. A 30-yard kick by Hummel. And it's spotted at the 45. 1st and 10. Good field position. Muskie offense needs to make something happen on this drive. Orr gets a snap, gives to Nimley. Tim dances inside, thrown down for maybe a gain of 1. And they're going to spot at the 46. It'll be 2nd and 9 Muskies. Zillig to the left for the Muskies. Zek and Ashley to the right. And now Tak Portilla splits left also. Muskies a 4 wide on 2nd down. Orr gets a snap, back to pass, flares it to Ashley in the slot, and it's incomplete. And boy, I don't blame Gavin there. He had a couple of big fellas really bearing down, and one of them's injured on the play, and he's grabbing his left ankle. It's number 74, Manny McGowan Serrano. We've mentioned his name a couple times. He's in a lot of pain, but look at him. What a tough kid. He gets right back up.
Yeah. He is a tough kid.
Tough kid, and he's a big kid. I mean, he's listed at 5'10", 295. Been our big run-stuffing defensive tackle. He's going to limp off, but he'll be back out there.
La Morella Mexican Restaurant. Ryan, it's home of the Taco Don Julio.
Very nice. You'll learn a new word, and it's fun to say over and over again. 3rd and 9 for the Muskies. And now we've got a whistle. And it's going to be a timeout, Davenport Central. Folks, we're stepping away for 30. Muskies trail 27-7. You listen to Muskie Football. We are back at Brady Street Stadium. Brian Musell, Jim Miller, the stat doctor, Mark Hansen, making his hard-committed second effort appearance of the season. John Sovers, the official statistician of Muskie Muskies. We got all your stats covered. Chad Yoakum from Channel 9 doing all the filming in our plush Uptown Motors broadcast booth here at Brady Street Stadium. Coming out of the timeout, 3rd and 9 Muskies from their own 46. Orr gets a snap, play action, shoots it for Vasquez, and it's incomplete at the Central 41. There's a late flag, and I think they're going to call a personal foul here away from the ball, and the coaching staff can't be happy with that.
Well, I tell you what, how many yards have they been penalized tonight alone?
1st and 10 Muskies on the 39-yard line of Central. Or back to pass, rushes on, throws it. He has Zach, and it's incomplete.
I tell you what, Carson is being hurried a lot when he goes back to pass.
Central, really an athletic football team. 75 yards and penalties on Central. 2nd down and 10 Muskies on the 39 of Central. Or back to pass. Carson sets. Now he rolls to his right, throws down the middle of the field, shoots it high, and it's incomplete. Intended for Ashley. Threw into double coverage there. It'll be 3rd and 10. And Central jumps into the neutral zone off sides, and it'll be 3rd and 5 now. Boy, Central's got some big kids. 295, Jim.
Yeah.
315, 350, 315, 300. They got 5 guys 300 pounds or bigger. I mean, to go along with the athleticism, this team's got a lot of balance. 3rd and 5, Muskies from the Central 34. Or gives to Nimley straight up the gut, nowhere to go. And it's really hard to run when they've got guys inside that are 300 pounds. And now it's 4th down, as the Muskies probably lost a yard there from the third. Well, they're going to keep it no gain. 4th and 5 Muskies, just shy of the Central 34.
Well, I'll tell you, some of those guys are juniors, Brian.
See them again next year. Muskies go twins on each side on 4th down and 5. Clock ticking at 5.5 to play here in the 3rd. Big key 4th down play for the Muskie offense. Orr gets a snap. Carson back to pass. Sets, steps up into the pocket for Vasquez. Overshoots him at the 15, and the Muskies will turn it over on down. Couple updates there. 1st and 10 Blue Devils. There's Hill with the give. Down he goes.
No, he's still up.
Wow, what an escape. 30, 35, 40, and out of bounds. Dalton Sell did everything but bring him down, and then Kobe Vasquez had a shot at him. That is incredible balance. 21-zip over Clear Creek and Manna. That's the same score we've had for a long time. North leads Clinton 22-14 at the half. There's Hill, dances the outside. Now back to the inside. He's going to get a 1st down over the 45 and out near the 47 before he's ridden out of bounds by Broders and Cook. So a gain on the play out to the 47. It's 1st and 10 Blue Devils.
We gotta get something going offensively, Brian. Right now, this defense of ours has got to be getting a little bit tired. They've been out on the field most of the second half.
Played extremely well. Murphy goes wide right. Taylor wide left. On 1st down. De La Rosa rolls to his right, looks downfield, gonna take a shot, got a man, and it's incomplete. Good defensive coverage by the Muskies. Kobe Vasquez was running stride for stride. De La Rosa barks out the signals. Now they've got a man in motion. They give him the shovel pass. He's at the 45, cuts it up over midfield into Muskie territory at the 49-yard line, and that was Nate Tyson, the ball carrier that time on the shovel pass. Into Muskie territory at the 48-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and a long 5 for the Muskies. De La Rosa back to pass, fires, got a man in the flat, complete. It's going to be a 1st down. It's Taylor down near the 40-yard line. Jack Folk and Broders get him to the ground along with Tovar. 1st and 10 Central on the Muskie 40, a pitch and catch of 8. Huddling up, walking up to the line of scrimmage and just trying to execute and move the chains. De La Rosa barks out the signals, and he's going to roll to his left, looking downfield, shoots it out. It's overthrown to Taylor at the 35. It'll be 2nd and 10. Good coverage by Tak Portilla.
Oh, yeah, if you're Central, you can take all the time you want. Use that clock, let it run down.
Good pressure again. The Muskie linebackers, Young and Cook, running free to the quarterback many times and really making him force his hand at his decision-making right away. 2nd and 10 from the 40. trips left. De La Rosa gives to Hill. He dances the outside. He's at the 40. Bounces at 35. Now he cuts at 30. There's a flag, and Hill's going to score.
It's coming back.
But it's coming back. What a great cutback. And what great hustle by 54 Dalton Saul with the Muskies. He never gave up. That was an explosive 40-yard touchdown run that's going to be called back. That kid doesn't give up on a play.
Right.
And he was really hustling all the way to the goal line. Never gave up. This will spot it back to the 41 after the flag, and it'll be 2nd and 11 now, Central on the Muskie 41-yard line.
Building long-term relationships built on respect.
We're going to give you play-by-play right through this commercial. Google it to the right, Taylor to the left. And now Bellamy goes slot left, and now we've got a whistle. It's going to be a timeout Central. We are back at Brady Street Stadium. 2nd and 11 after the timeout. De La Rosa back to pass, sets up the screen to Taylor. Taylor danced. Great fumble on the play. Ball on the ground. Recovered by Tak Portilla. Great defense by Tim Nimley. Forced the fumble. He was not fooled by that play. And Tak Portilla pounces on the football. So the Muskies with a big turnover. Their second fumble recovery of the night. The first one resulted in their only touchdown, and that was a Jackson Falk strip search and run of 27 yards to set the Muskies up. There's a give to Nimley. Actually, Orr keeps it. He's got room. 40, 35, 30, 25, and down. Ball on the ground. And I don't know if it's a fumble or
I think he was down. He was down.
And they're going to call him down at the 23. But Bellamy, it looked like, stripped that after he was on the ground. And that's a big play of 26 yards. A great keep by Orr.
Well, they got to wait for the chains to get set, but I love that play.
That's going to be wide open on occasion, and it was there. Twins left, twins right. Nimley in the backfield with Orr. Muskies need to cash in here. 1st and 10 on the Central 23. Carson gets a snap, gives to Nimley, right up the gut inside the 20, and hammers down to about the 19. A gain of 4, 2nd and 6 Muskies. Orr gets a snap, back to pass, sets, flares, batted down. Good defense again by Anthony Johnson. He's been a load, crashing in from his defensive end position all night.
Anthony Johnson, a senior, 6'2", 210, good-looking athlete out there. And you're right, he's been all over the field, Brian.
3rd down and 6 Muskies from the Central 19. 2:05 to play here in the third. 4-down territory for the Muskies. Orr gives to Falk. Jack over the left side, cuts it up in, and he's not going to get to the 1st down marker, but he's going to gain about a yard to the 18 on 4th down. Orr gets a snap, back to pass, sets his feet, throws down the middle, and it's incomplete, broken up at the goal line. Pass intercepted, a Carson Orr pass intercepted by Levon Bellamy. Ran at 97 yards for a touchdown, and that turned the tide. There's Hill, 25, bounces it to 30. He needs a block. He's to the 35, 40, bounces to the 45. What a cutback again. Oh, and he falls down trying to juke out another guy. But what a run by Hill. And, you know, he wasn't looking to go down, Jim. He was looking to score. And when he cut back the last time,
I think he tripped over his own foot.
21-yard run. He was out near the 45 and gave ground again trying to get to the edge on the right side. Very shifty back. 1st and 10 Blue Devils.
I think he tripped over his own man's foot as he was coming around. He keeps those feet going, doesn't he? I mean, he makes you chase him all over the field.
Starts and stops on a dime. Cody Murdoch is checked into the Muskie lineup as Tak Portilla limps off. Let's hope he's okay. 1st and 10 Blue Devils on their own 41. Under a minute to play in the third. This one goes to Bellamy. He gets to the edge. Muskie's trying to string it out. Stiff arms a man over the 45 to the 47. And that was Murdoch that came up on the hit. Bellamy gave him a hard stiff arm. It's going to be a gain out to the 48-yard line, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Decisions being made right now in the city of Muscatine will affect the future availability of housing choices and career opportunities for our current Muskies. I ask for your vote on November 7th so that I can keep our future leaders at the table. Go Muskies!
This ad is paid for by the Committee to Elect Diana Broderson, BBI Bank and Trust.
We are back at Brady Street Stadium. Central was 2nd and 3 on their own 48. Play action pass. De La Rosa back, rushes on, throws out incomplete. Jack Falk with great pressure forced the quick throw. Twins to the right on 3rd and 3. And there's the give to Hill. Hill strung out in the backfield. He fights for a first down and more. 40, 35, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5 to the house. Jatavii Hill, 52-yard touchdown run, as once he shook loose a tackle near midfield, he got to the edge on the left side, and he won the foot race. And just like that, with 11:41 to play in the game, it's Central 33 and the Muskies 7.
He is quite a special runner. Let me tell you, this kid, I thought we were gonna stop him, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, he's on the outside and he's going for a touchdown.
Hummel on for the PAT. Good snap and hold, and the kick on its way. And it is good. 11:41 to play in the game, and it's Central 34, the Muskies 7. We are back at Brady Street Stadium. And actually, they started that drive as an 80-yard drive. An 80-yard drive, they started that on their 20-yard line. So Central goes 80 yards in 4 plays, and Jatavii Hill goes 52 yards for the touchdown, and Central with the PAT leads the Muskies 34-7. Asher runs up on the kick. Gavin takes it about the 15. He's to the 20, gets the edge, 25, 30, needs a block, 40, 45, down the sideline, Gavin Ashley, 20, 10, to the house, touchdown Muskies, and there's a flag at the 26-yard line, and Jake Mueller not happy. That's going to nullify an 85-yard kick return for a touchdown by Gavin Ashley.
Boy, I didn't see anything, but we're not down there on the field, and Jake's not happy either. Very quick, and they sure are.
They've played extremely well tonight. Empty backfield on 2nd and 12 for the Muskies. Carson looks over to coach for the signs, and now he relays them to the rest of the Muskie offense. Orr gets a snap, sets his feet, throws out in a flat, and it's complete. It's Cooper Zeck over the 20. Or actually, they're going to spot it on about right at the 20-yard line. So it's going to be a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 3rd down and about 7 for the Muskies. Got to get out just short of the 27-yard line. Trips left now for the Muskies. They go empty once again. Jake Mueller signaling into plays, and Orr relays them once again. Central showing blitz from their middle linebacker. And here they come. Orr back to pass, rushes on, down he goes. They got to him. He no more than set his back foot. And Womack was in on him just like that. Big quarterback sack. And the Muskies running out the punt team here after the sack. Back at the 15-yard line, a loss of 5. It'll be 4th down and 11 for the Muskies from their own 15-yard line. Chris Murphy stands on his 46-yard line to receive the punt from Carson Bordy. There's a snap, a good snap, and there's a kick by Bordy, a high kick, kind of held up there with the wind, and it's going to bounce and roll out of bounds. We'll see where they spot this. Right at the 40-yard line. So a 25-yard punt, Central with great field position. 1st and 10 on the Muskie 40. Hill and De La Rosa in the backfield. Hill takes this one. He's at the 40, 35, 30, 25, and it looks like a horse collar on the Muskies.
But no flag.
I'm not sure if it was, but from here it looked like it as Broders took him down at the 25, a gain of 15, as Hill's starting to stuff the stat sheet now.
That young man, he can run. We've heard about him all season, and now we're seeing him in person.
1st and 10, Central on the Muskie 25-yard line. 8:50 to play. and the Muskies trail 34-7. De La Rosa with a shovel pass to Tyson. He runs over the left side. He's at the 25-20. He's inside the 15-10 and run out of bounds on the play at right tackle. And there's De La Rosa throws a great play by Manny Say to block it down. He was intending a pass in the left flat, and Manny Say, great effort by Say, and it'll be 2nd and goal for the Muskies, for the Blue Devils.
Community Bank and Trust, they put people first. Locations in Muscatine, Columbus Junction, Wapello, and Wilton. Godfather's Pizza, home of the 99-cent Monday pizza slice. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner every Monday, 99-cent pizza. And on Tuesday, 2 mini pizzas for $6 at Godfather's Pizza.
Tyson and Gugelik to the left. Taylor goes wide right on 2nd and goal. De La Rosa now sends Tyson in motion. And there's the fake to him, and they give it to Hill. Hill cuts it inside the 5, still on his feet, down near the 1, as he was taken down from behind by Gage Young. And I tell you what, boy, he showed some power there, Jim, as he's down to the 1 on a 7-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and goal Central from the Muskie 1.
Yeah, I got to tell you, defensively, we're tired, Brian. We're struggling a little bit, and that's going to happen when you've been on the field a lot. Played a great defensive first half. Right now, we're really struggling there at the line of scrimmage.
Clock's under 8 minutes now in the game. Central with 3rd and goal on the Muskie 1. And they go 2 tight ends to the right. Their fullback in front of Hill. He's going to get this. Actually, they give it to the fullback, and he rolls his way, and I believe he's in the end zone. Haven't seen a signal yet, and there it is, touchdown. And that's Litt on the 1-yard touchdown run, Isaiah Litt. 7:41 to play, and it's Central 40 and the Muskies 7. High snap, and De La Rosa is going to run with it. He just keeps it and runs out of bounds as there was nobody to throw to as Jackson Folk ushered him out. So the PAT fails. Central 40, the Muskies 7, 7:41 to play. We're stepping away for 30. Listen to Muskie Football and KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM. We are back at Brady Street Stadium. Central with another touchdown. 40-yard drive on 4 plays, and Isaiah Litt punches it in from 1 yard out. 7:41 to play. PAT fail. They lead the Muskies 40-7. There's a kick by Hummel through the end zone. But and we haven't heard back from Coach Tom Wilson. We know that L&M was leading Highland 24-7. Empty backfield for the Muskies on 1st down on their own 20-yard line. Motion man is Ashley. He gets a shovel pass. He runs to the edge, and it's strung out extremely well. Central really shadowing Gavin Ashley nicely. A nice play by the linebacker there, number 55, Carter.
Well, they've done that all night. They've done a good job of containing Gavin Ashley and really keeping him in check tonight.
Be a loss of 1, 2nd and 11 Muskies from their own 19. They go trips right. And Zillig to the left. Back to pass, Carson Orr sets, flares it out to Nimley in the flat. Central's right there, and they take him down. He's going to lose yardage. Back to the 15, it looks like. So it's going to be a loss of 4, and that'll bring up 3rd and 15 Muskies going backwards on the first 2 plays here.
Yeah, you know, as a coach, it's tough. What do you run? I mean, all of our go-to plays just haven't been producing.
Muskies hurrying it up. 3rd down and 15 now. Tak Portilla slot left now as he's checked in on offense. Orr, shovel pass to Asher. Ball in the air, caught again by Orr, and down he goes. As it's a shovel pass, it was deflected off Ashley. Orr tried to catch it, and he did, and he was pummeled immediately back on about the 12-yard line. So another 3-yard loss. It'll be 4th and 18 for the Muskies, and they're going to send out the punt team.
Well, let's hope we can get a good punt off here. Central still probably going to get pretty good field position here.
Jack Folk now punting this one, his 2nd punt of the night. Murphy stands on his own 40, or the Muskie 47-yard line. 5:52 and ticking. Folk runs to the right, gets the punt away, a low kick, and it's taken by the up man Bellamy, but his knee was on the ground. Jim Miller, the untold aviation story. Twins left, and there's a flag on first down before the snap, another pre-snap flag. And let's see. What we have, and another false start on Central. And that's got to be at least number 6. 5:44 to play. They lead 40-7, but that's one thing Coach can't be happy about for Central.
You know, he could make a movie called The Broadcast. We could all be stars. It could be like a scary movie or something.
Yeah, that would. Yeah, it is Halloween.
The Broadcast.
Doc, comes out with his.
Don't say it.
I'm not going to say it. There's a give to Bellamy, and the Folk swallows him up. Inside the 40, gain of a 1. He's 2nd and 14. The attack of the white lab coats. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be better radio theater, wouldn't it?
There you go.
There's no doubt. Yeah. 2nd and 14 for the Blue Devils on the Muskie 39. 5 minutes left in this one. Bellamy gets over the left side. He dances the outside. Muskies string it out really well on the play. Jonah Cook again and Gage Young, the two linebackers, continue to make plays for the Muskies.
Jonah Cook having a great night tonight. Playing very well.
Back at the 45, and that'll bring up 3rd and 20 for Central as Hill may be done for the night. And they've got a big one next week for the district championship with Bettendorf.
Is that in Bettendorf or is that here, Brian? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't think either team will have to travel very far.
That's for sure.
I'm not sure where it is. And there's a keeper on the right side. And it's Tyson, and Tyson's at the 35. He's going to get to the 30, and he's going to get a first down. But it's coming back as the Muskies get him to the ground at the 22. But the white hat threw it in from the backside, so this is coming back, and it is a hold on Central. Hill, 186 yards on 21 carries tonight and 4 touchdowns. So, workmanlike effort once again. And the flag will march this one back to their own 45-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down and 30 for Central from their own 45.
Trucks Unlimited, the professional truck and trailer repair experts for over 30 years. Bosch Pest Control, don't squash them, Bosch them. And Temp Associates, the employee marketplace.
Trips left for Central on 3rd and 30. New quarterback, and it's Tyson. He gives to the running back on the left side. He's to midfield, 45-40. Boy, there's some speed there down near the Muskie 40-yard line. And that's Desmond Craig, who just checked into the lineup. And, boy, he showed some wheels, and a 5'7", 140-pound senior there. Kind of spotted at the 42, so we're going to call that a gain of 13 on the play. Right thing to do. Hummel with the approach, and the Muskies get in on it. They don't block it, but they do rough him, and the flag comes out as this ball goes out of bounds inside the 10. Let's see what the call is, and it is personal foul, roughing the kicker on the Muskies. Muskies just trying to make a play there, down 40-7. Nothing intentional, but they did get to Hummel.
Yeah, and he still got off a pretty good kick, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He stood in there, took the hit, no doubt about it. So the walk-off from the 42 will take this down to the 27, and it's an automatic first down. So 1st and 10 Central now on the Muskie 27-yard line after the roughing the punter flag. .351 left.
They run and get a first down here, and they can pretty much probably run this clock out.
Stay tuned after the game. We'll have the Godfather's Pizza and West Side Store post-game show and name our CBI Bank and Trust player of the game. There's Craig over the left side, and he's taken down from behind by Nolan Bell again. And there's a senior that's came up late in his sophomore year. Tyson at quarterback. He gives the hand. A fumble on the play. Ball on the ground. Tyson picks it up. He's inside the 25 and taken down near the 22-yard line.
Wow.
Tian Folk in on the stop, and that's a busted play. Tyson gets it. He's going to keep it. There's a flag on the play. He's at the 20. Down inside the 20 to the 19. It's going to bring up 4th and 2, pending the flag. Twins left, and now it's Tyson on a high snap and another flag. Why not? From just outside the 22.
Yeah, I don't know if that's arm wrestling that those two guys are doing, but it's
easy.
Neither one of them is winning. So
trips left on 3rd and 5. Nate Tyson gets a snap, gives to number 10 this time. That's his first carry. 10-5 inside the 5 to the 3. They just keep bringing in the running backs.
Yeah, they do. I tell you, they can take a knee now, and they don't even have to score here, Brian.
Depends on who they have in the game. They may have some kids that haven't played all year or played very little. They may just hand it off, simple handoff, and wouldn't be surprised at all. Tyson gives this one up the gut. Same ball carrier, Ducksworth, and he's going to gain nothing. The Muskies certainly fighting hard inside. Dalton Sell in there, along with Young. And Cook gets up off the pile. He's going to be a sore young man tonight, Chad. And it's going to be 2nd and goal for the Blue Devils. Clock now at a minute. And Central leads the Muskies 40-7. Score's a little deceiving, folks, if you watch a replay. The Muskies every bit a part in this game in the first half. And a couple of big plays right at the end of the second quarter completely change the momentum of this thing. 2nd and goal for Central. Tyson gives to Ducksworth over the right side, and he fumbles a football. What a hit by Logan Tumlinson. He came up and made him pay the price. Ball squirted out. Central did recover, but it'll be 3rd and goal from the 5 now, and they may not snap. They don't need to snap it again, and they're not going to. Classy move by the Blue Devils as the clock's ticking away at 15. And folks, we got a final from Davenport Central and Brady Street Stadium. The Central Blue Devils 40 and the Muscatine Muskies 7. We're going to step away for 2 minutes, come back with the Godfather's Pizza and Westside Store post-game show. You listen to Muskie Football on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.